I think like in general, cash only places are like the best, you know? I feel like the more hole in the wall, the more cash only, the more fire the food is. Because there's less they gotta worry about, you know? They're more focusing on their art form.
But this place is lit, man. You see that music? I'm gonna Shazam it right now. If you guys were wondering.
I'm about to add that to my Spotify playlist.
Your lovemaking playlist?
My dumpling playlist.
The same thing.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Fake Food Show. Here in the snow, Chinatown, raw dogging it just for you guys.
Raw dogging it? What are you talking about? What is family friendly?
You know, Chinese New Year's coming up. It's the year of the ox.
Happy Chinese New Year, my brother.
How you know? Gong Si Fa Sai.
Gong Hei Fa Choi.
I'm not Chinese, clearly, right? And Evan clearly is Chinese.
Wait! You're not Chinese?
Actually, it turned out I'm like 0.2% Chinese dye, according to 23andMe. Evan's gonna show us, you know, some of the classic Chinese dishes. We might put a little spin on things, switch it up. I really wanted to learn, and I think it's a good opportunity for us to know what do Chinese people eat on Chinese New Year.
This video is actually important to me, for me to show Knock and you guys back home what we usually eat for Chinese New Year, so you guys can celebrate it too, so you guys can have a prosperous 2021 year of the ox.
I think a lot of people skip their Chinese New Year meals on 2020.
Chinese New Year dinner, we'd all celebrate around a table, but we're gonna do it a little bit different. We're gonna do like a food crawl style all around Boston, Chinatown, show you some different places to support. All right, there you go. Alright, so one of the main things of Chinese New Year, important factor is you get a whole chicken. Not part of a chicken, not a drumstick, not some chicken wings, a whole chicken. Symbolizes family togetherness because it's a whole. We got a yellow chicken.
Yum gai.
How you say in Chinese?
Yum gai.
Yes, sir. Doesn't matter what type of chicken, it just matters if it's a whole chicken.
I wanted to get roast duck instead, but Evan said that apparently during Chinese New Year you can't.
Bad luck for you.
Bad luck?
It's bad luck. My grandparents said ducks have small mouths. Apparently that's bad luck. Basically, that's in Chinese culture. If you have a small mouth, you're a loser. They give us ginger scallion sauce,
oil,
which is like my favorite sauce in the world to pair with chicken. I poured it all on. I like to dip my chicken because it's classy.
You're just a saucy guy, you know?
You're dripping.
Oh, we're dripping.
Oh, you're dripping too much.
Oh, bro, I'm dripping way too much.
You over drip.
Chinatown, Chinese New Year, eating a whole chicken on the street.
That's the culture right there.
I think when they make these skins, they put it in cold water and ice water, and then they take it out. It makes the skin more like elasticy, not like chewy. It has like a snap to it, which I always like because you don't want like that gross, sticky like chicken skin, you know? There's a lot of juice too. Like it's like just drowning in this juice.
Oh, jus. How do you rip the chopstick off?
Mouth game strong, bro.
It scared me for a second. You want right there the meat and the skin all in one bite, and you dip it with the ginger and scallion. I can't emphasize how important that is. It's greasy, I'm not gonna lie.
It's greasy, ladies, be careful.
That means we don't need to get baby oil. Hey. I think the best part when you eat chicken is the skin. When I was younger, I was taught like it's fatty and it's not good for you, but if you keto,
fried chicken, steamed chicken, doesn't matter, bro. The skin is where it's at. It's like you could really taste the Chinese five spice. I don't just like the smell when you're inside like a Chinese barbecue spot or like in a grocery store, like that Chinese five spice. That's what it reminds me of.
It takes me back to when I was with my grandparents when I was younger, and they would take me to Chinatown and we get barbecue meats and chickens, and then after a long day, we go back to the house and they'd hit me.
They hit you?
Yeah.
Sounds about right. I think like with Chinese chicken, they cut through the bone, bro. I hate having to eat around the bone, you know?
It
like
takes skill, my guy. If you can't maneuver your way around some bones and some chicken, how are you gonna maneuver your way around life?
That is so good. Holy shit.
You feel like you're in China?
I definitely do.
That's racist.
Whoops.
It takes you back to Sicily. All right, so we're going to the next spot right now. Southern China, so we don't be eating dumplings for Chinese New Year, but this is more of a northern thing.
What do dumplings symbolize for Chinese New Year?
It's shaped like ingots, the currency in Imperial China. If you see this one, it's fried, it's like golden, it's like the golden money. It's supposed to symbolize good luck. A lot of things in Chinese culture revolves around symbolism. Basically, we got the fried veggie dumplings, steamed chicken dumplings, steamed pork and leek dumplings. Even though I'm from Southern China, you know, my palate is more refined now to a more of a northern palate, so I prefer the spices. I'm gonna dip it in with some spicy sauce.
I'm gonna try it clean real quick. So like with the fried ones, I feel like you can taste the dough a little bit more because like just frying it like brings out its flavor. And there's like a texture contrast between like the steamed vegetables and the crispy outside.
I like when you steam the dumplings and you can fry the bottom. So it's like it has a little crispiness to the bottom.
That's the cool as well. I feel like with steamed dumplings, you can eat a lot of them because they're steamed. But I feel like when you eat a lot of fried dumplings, it weighs you down more because it's like more oily. You know what I mean? These are pretty good, not being oily. Like they're not leaking oil or anything like that.
I like the fried ones too because it's like a hard exterior but soft on the inside. It's like the high school bully. You know, you think he's tough on the outside, but on the inside he's really just soft.
You were the high school bully, weren't you?
Chicken one's good. You know how you can like overcook chicken and it gets dry?
Yeah.
That's good though.
If it was steaming, I feel like you get the moisture anyways, you know? I know it might not necessarily be as cold in China, but in Boston where it's like 30 degrees right now and like wind chill, some warm steamed dumplings go crazy.
It makes you feel like in my grandma's house.
With the music, for sure. I feel like I'm still in my grandma's house.
Lustful attraction for me.
Sometimes those dumplings be looking thick, you know? Can't help yourself.
First bite, because you know Chinese is symbolism. What do you compare it to?
I'm biting into some money, you know? Like I'm gonna get rich this year.
Honestly, it tastes like, you remember like the first time you ever made love? Alright, yo, the next thing you should get are spring rolls because they signify wealth and prosperity, all that good stuff, because they look like gold bars. It doesn't really matter what's in it as long as they're spring rolls. So what I do with fried Chinese food, you dip it in the duck sauce, in the hot mustard, you know what I'm saying? And I think they already combined the two right here. Hard to f up with a spring roll.
It is. I feel like everyone's had a spring roll in their life, right?
That's why most people have good luck because they be eating their spring rolls.
I haven't had enough spring rolls in my life, I'm pretty sure. So what you want, deep fried vegetables or some shrimp inside of here?
I prefer spring rolls over egg rolls.
I don't even eat egg rolls, bro. I never go out of my way to eat egg roll, honestly.
Next is the Yemen, which is the longevity noodles, symbolizing the long life. So the longer the noodles, the longer your life is going to be. If this noodle is long, I'm going to live a long life. Okay, it's pretty long. Oh,
and you broke it, and now you're going to die.
Strike me down. That's a pretty short noodle.
Let's go. I'm ready to go. There's mushrooms and chives. I don't think there's any shrimp or chicken or pork or anything like that.
Straight carbs. You gotta serve your homies, you know, you can't just be selfish and
I'm just saying, when I came in here, bro, I was the one that poured the tea. It really should have been you.
Yeah, alright.
It reminds me of like lo mein noodles. Like it's like a little salty.
My cousin used to order this all the time every time my family goes out to eat.
Yeah.
And it wasn't my favorite. Normally I'd like the egg noodles that's like crispy.
Yeah,
it's fried.
But I actually like this. I feel like I would order this.
Honestly, my family doesn't even eat this stuff for Chinese New Year. We eat the clear vermicelli noodles. Every family's different, so whatever you guys choose to celebrate. Introducing a segment of the show called Is It Breezy? Featuring our fake food show DJ and friend Dre Breeze.
You feel that breeze?
It's breezy.
That concludes Is It Breezy?
You know the vibes.
Alright, so the next dish, not everybody gets it. We got oysters. Normally you're supposed to get it with black sea moss.
And mushrooms, right? It's like a dish. Yeah.
So they don't have it today, but in Chinese you call it Ho Si Fa Choi. Fa Choi, Gong Hei Fa Choi.
Cantonese word for oysters sounds like good things. Really should have gotten a better Chinese speaker on this video, but you know.
What you trying to say? I can't speak Chinese?
Bro, let's hear it.
Gong Hei Fa Choi.
Alright, so if you guys want to replace Evan on the fake food show.
We don't have the black sea moss, but we have
the black bean sauce.
You know oysters are aphrodisiacs. You know what aphrodisiacs means?
Yeah, I know what aphrodisiacs.
Cheers.
Perfect.
This is a big oyster. You do like 2 bites. If you guys want to replace Evan on the fake food show. It's not too seafoody.
It's not fishy.
The scallions and black bean sauce like give a little saltiness.
And a crunch to it.
Yeah, and a
Changes
crunch
the
to
texture.
like pretty fire, I'm not gonna lie. One of the better oysters I've definitely had.
It's cold outside, but the fire keeps us warm. We can spend the night beneath the mistletoe.
Alright, so next on our Chinese New Year food extravaganza is the fish. Now the main thing is it has to be a whole fish. Like a whole chicken, you have to have the whole fish. It represents
Blind guess, prosperity. Good luck.
the Chinese name for fish, yu, is like prosperity. Basically, it means like money left over. Heading into the new year, you'll have money saved up and everything. Basically, if you want that guap, eat a whole fish.
And the head's got to point to who?
The eldest. So as you can see, it's pointed towards your boy. I might not look like it. I don't have a beard or nothing, and he might look a little bit older than me, but I'm in fact older and more handsome.
A little less mature.
Slightly.
A lot less mature.
Well, that's debatable.
Chinese New Year, I mean, the thing is it's Lunar New Year, right? And so it's celebrated in Southeast Asia. So we're actually at Penang, which is a Malaysian restaurant. It's my favorite restaurant in Chinatown. So we got a whole red snapper.
Doesn't matter what kind of fish you get, as long as it's a whole fish. Typically in Chinese New Year dinner, we get like just a steamed fish with ginger scallion over it and like soy sauce. But to me, that's kind of plain. I've never been a big fan of that because the taste is just too bland for me. We went to a Malaysian spot for more spices, more bang when it hits your mouth. I'm mildly erect, I'm not gonna lie.
Like moderately crispy, like I don't know if you guys ever have Thai sauces, like their steak sauces or anything like that. It's just like a perfect combination of like spicy, sweet, sour, you know what I mean?
All my years of eating fish, we always usually get the steamed fish. So maybe that's why I'm not a big fan of fish besides sushi, because it's just like boring to me.
You should eat the eyeball.
You want me to eat the eyeball?
Yeah.
I'll eat the eyeball. If you guys want me to eat the eyeball, I'll eat the eyeball.
Eat the eyeball.
I'm saying I'll eat the eyeball.
Yeah, eat the eyeball, bro.
Only if you want me to eat.
Yeah, yeah.
If you want me, Dre, you want me to eat the eyeball?
Just eat it, man. Don't be scared.
That's hard.
Is it?
Yeah. It's tasty though. We're gonna get some dessert now because we need some dessert in our system. Let's go to the next spot right now. Prosperity cake is like a cupcake.
Fagao. People like it because the fa means risen, like how the cupcake rises, but it also means prosperity.
I've seen this like every Chinese New Year lying around the house next to some oranges.
It's mad sticky. How does it taste like oatmeal? Like oatmeal raisin cookie. I feel like you need some tea or something with this, you know what I mean?
You know when you eat Popeye's biscuits and you don't have a drink with you? That's what this is.
It's very subtle sweetness. I definitely taste that.
It's like you're subtly sweet. Your DMs are also dry, so it's like the same thing.
Keep it dry, baby.
It's definitely not trendy.
It's not for Instagram. It's definitely not cute. It's not pretty, but it does the job for the culture.
It's for the culture. It's like doing something to like respect your customs. I don't think non-Chinese people will be lining up to eat it anytime soon, but you know, it's part of an important tradition.
Now we got the New Year cake too.
Niangao. Niangao like means New Year cake or something, but it can also mean like rising year. Like the symbolism is that you get taller every year. I'm a short king. I'm only 5'6". So I'm about to eat this and become
That's why you
5'8".
haven't grown, because you haven't been eating this.
I'm gonna eat this and become 5'8". So this is made with glutinous rice flour. We got this from like a Cantonese bakery. So they tend to sweeten it with like brown sugar, and sometimes they put in rose water and like dip it in egg and pan fry it. They say you can offer it to the kitchen god because it's sticky, right? Because it's glutinous rice flour. They say that if you offer it to the kitchen god, it'll make his mouth sticky so he can't badmouth your family in front of the Jade Emperor. Evan be saying a lot of bad stuff about people, so I'm gonna offer him this so you can shut up.
I do have a big mouth, I'm not gonna lie. We got two different Niangaos, two different New Year cakes. Mine's a little bit more homemade. It looks like grandma made it. His is more extravagant.
Little sesame seeds on top. You got the jujubes on both. To make your mouth sticky, ready to stop talking.
I love you.
It's glutinous rice flour. This is pretty much like a mochi cake.
2021, we all rising up. I like the yellow one more because it's like more plain.
I like the brown one more because it's brown.
I like the yellow one more because it's yellow. Final dish for Chinese New Year is the Tang Yun, the glutinous rice balls. You can get it with any filling you want as a dessert. 2 with sesame, 2 with red bean, and 2 with peanut butter. One of my favorite desserts in Chinese cuisine.
Also like a ginger brown sugar, kind of like soup syrupy. So it's made out of glutinous rice flour, which makes it pretty similar to mochi. I think they call it mochi on this menu. It's hot.
Grow up.
I think I got sesame. Right now, it's snowing, so this is really doing it for me.
It's perfect for a cold winter day. A hot dessert.
And what does it symbolize in Chinese New Year?
It's roundness. It represents family togetherness. So that's also important. In addition to the money and the prosperity, Chinese people also care about family too. So we're not all just greedy bastards. See which piece this is. It's like Christmas, man. You don't know which piece you're gonna get. That's peanut butter right there. You see that?
Peanut butter too. Pretty fire. I
just want to, you know, wish you guys happy Chinese New Year. It's very customary to give these red envelopes to your friends and family. Gong hei fa choi. Here you go, gong hei fa choi.
You're looking at home.
I have a few left over. I just want to show you guys what I put in here. So I put a dime in here. I plan on giving this out to special ladies out there. Happy Chinese New Year, boo. Here's 10 cents because you a dime. DM me on Instagram.
Should have gave it to that girl, why didn't you?
Oh!
I know what's wrong with you.
All right, yo, but give me the envelopes back. I want the money. Are we still rolling?
Just finished our, you know, Chinese New Year dish food crawl.
Like I said, everyone celebrates a little bit differently. So if you guys back at home don't celebrate it exactly like how we did it, you know, it's all good. Remember, don't eat duck.
What was your favorite thing that we had today?
The dumpling. My family doesn't eat dumplings. That's more of a northern cuisine. Plus the spot we went to is really
Very low key.
Hole in the wall, cash only.
I think my personal favorite was the longevity noodles. I never had them before. Didn't expect to like it as much as I would have, you know?
You know they're not gonna make you grow taller, right?
Happy Chinese New Year to everybody. Wealth and health and prosperity to everyone watching.
You know, if you didn't eat the foods, you're gonna have a very bad year, worse than 2020. And you know, just make sure you eat the right foods. All right, guys, happy Chinese New Year, Lunar New Year to everyone out there, and to all a good night. Peace.